All right, let's get it started. Today, I want to talk about how to personalize your marketing. And this has been a topic that we've been talking about with a lot of clients and a lot of people recently, because I think 2021 specifically, as the pandemic has impacted so much of what we're doing, we really have to think a little bit more on how we can continue to grow a business, how we can continue to thrive in really a way that's changed. We have a lot of clients and companies now that are taking their products and services, they're going online, they're creating them in digital versions, and they need to be able to sell those more. Personalization or segmenting, as you want to call it too, whatever you want to call it, has been something that a lot of companies talk about they want to do. They have the best intentions, but frankly, they just don't do it. Most companies have this linear progression where somebody comes in, maybe it's a sign-up form on the website, a contact form, whatever the case is. They come in, even a lead magnet page, and they're brought into one bucket, one group of people. And it's kind of this one-size-fits-all approach. And that just doesn't work. It's losing its effectiveness, if it even was effective to begin with. And people want more of a custom journey. They want something that applies to them. They want to feel like your business is listening to them. They're being heard. They are not a number in a bucket. They are their own person. They're basically, they want to feel like they are your only customer, right? And you are listening and you are trying so hard to get to know them and help them. So the good way to do that, we need to think of it a different way, and let's go over some of the ways that we do it. First off, having the one bucket that you put everybody into, you have to have that as a backup. You have to, okay? But you can implement two-stage signups across really any of your forms. And what I mean by that is if somebody enters their email address in exchange for a piece of information or a lead magnet or a trial, whatever the case is, they can be put into that bucket. Okay, so they're automatically added into that no matter what. However, you have a step two, you have a stage two, which asks them more information. Now, this is going to be different based on your business. You can ask them what products or services they're interested in. There can be checkboxes, radio buttons, whatever the case. They can fill this in and kind of, it's like their preference station. So if I sign up on step one, I go to step two, you're asking me what I'm interested in. I'm checking the boxes. I submit that. Well, then it automatically, takes me out of the main bucket and puts me into the different bucket based on what I'm interested in. Now, a lot of people try this, but they do it the wrong way because they really don't do their job as a company of then delivering that segmented approach. You still kind of find yourself in that one bucket. So if you have three products, product 1, 2, and 3, somebody signs up, they say, all right, I'm interested in products 1 and 2. The first thing they should do is get the welcome email that you're going to send them. I'll bet you're already doing that. You better be. And when that happens, then they're dropped into product 1. Not product 1 and 2, product 1. And they get the content, the emails, the text, the ads, whatever the case is, however you have it set up. They get that until that is essentially done or you have enough information to move them along. If they're opening the emails but they're not clicking on product 1 info, they're not clicking on product 1 links, that's okay. Try a few more times, obviously. 7 to 10 times is generally the rule of thumb that we do for different types of segments. And then move them to product 2. It has to have that kind of cycle to it. And you have to be thinking and using the data to personalize the marketing. Obviously, you want to include their name and information you have about them. Sometimes you don't have that yet, and that's okay. You can ask them for it. So if you are a realtor, a realty company, for example, and you need to say, okay, what city are you in? Well, then your emails can follow up with, hey, how's the weather in the city? So I'm in Blacksburg, how's the weather in Blacksburg? Did you guys get snow in Blacksburg? You can fill in that stuff automatically, and that's personalized to me. It's not just my name. It's not just, hey, Brian. It's, all right, let's talk more about your location. So personalization can definitely start there. You can keep going by, again, like I said, figuring out their actions. You can track the website pages they go to on your site. You can track the clicks, the downloads, their activity, what times they open the emails, and you can cater that experience based on that. And you might be thinking, Brian, well, that sounds like a lot of work to set up. And it is. It is. It is well worth it. And if you're not putting in that work, you're really falling behind. I don't really have any other way to put it. You have to take the time. You don't have to have it all figured out, but it has to be something that you have a scalable approach. In my other example, product 1, 2, and 3, right? Once that happens, you're going to be adding products or services. So once you have the infrastructure built out for product 1, 2, and 3, when you add 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're going to have a scalable model to do that with. And you have to personalize, okay? A lot of times what we're finding now, we're asking people with our clients, do you like emails? Do you like print mail catalogs, print mail magazines? We're seeing print mail actually come back. It's making a comeback. So we ask people, what's your preference? We even go as far with a lot of clients that's just working great. On the step 2 page, or even in the first email they get after signing up, we ask them, what times do you want to receive our emails? And this is not that they get to choose every single minute of the day. You start off really easy. Three segments, 3 possibilities: morning, afternoon, lunch. Tell them morning is, between 8 and 11. Afternoon is between 11 and 3. And evening could be between, 3 or 4 on, right? To 9, right? Have those buckets to where you're sending people emails at the times that they want to get them. We do this a lot for online trainings, right? If you want me to get access to a training on a specific day, send it to me at a time when I can sit down and do that. Training is a little bit different. A lot of times during the day, we will actually give people an option to choose the hour of the day in which they want to receive the emails. Yes, that does mean we are creating different funnels. They're essentially cloned funnels, but they're firing off 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes either, all the way up to 9 p.m. because that's when people are wanting to get that. It's so worth it because then you see what people want. You see the data in front of you saying, hey, this is the time I want it. You're not just sending out all of your emails at 7 a.m. like everybody else does. Because, you wake up, you check your email. That's generally when it's most full because you have all the crap. You just have all the newsletters, all the one-size-fits-all approaches. But is that really the time that I want to sit and really read emails? Or maybe it's right after lunch when I'm still just kind of relaxing. Or maybe towards the end of the day where I'm winding down. That's a good time to approach me with emails, with an offer, with more information. So you got to think about that. These same segments, if you're running Facebook ads, there's programs that can add or remove you to different ad types based on what you've done. It's very rare that we see a client come to us that's already doing that. And so let's say you have an ad going out again for product 1, but somebody's already bought it, meaning you have tracking set up through Facebook or Google Tag Manager that, hey, if they've seen the thank you page for product 1 order form, meaning they've already bought it, they should be removed from that ad. Again, you're personalizing it. This is not rocket science, but it's very difficult for a lot of companies to do because it takes time and it takes expertise. You have to know how to put the systems in place. You have to know how to do it all, okay? So make sure that you book a consult with us. Let's just talk through it. It doesn't cost you a dime. Let's just talk through it and see how we can help you cater that experience to your audience because it's so important. It's going to make or break businesses coming up. People want a custom experience. They want the instant gratification. So you've got to be able to give them that. You got to be able to give them what they want or get as close to it as possible. Even if you can't get it right on, if I see a company making an effort and following through on that effort, meaning they're trying very hard to give me a custom experience, I'm going to open their emails. I'm going to do business with them. They're going to stay top of mind. If I don't, or if you don't do that, and there are companies that I could name right now that I am a customer of or potential customer that I will or will not do business with again. Because I know what they're trying to do and they're failing miserably. They're sending me products for things that I don't own. And I've tried to tell them that many times just to kind of see how they would react marketing wise. They fail. These are big companies. So think about that when you're launching things, when you're building out funnels, when you're trying to figure out how to market, because that's really going to be helpful. And that is going to make huge, huge returns for you. I guarantee it. All right. It works. Try it, do it. If you have questions and want to know, what kind of segments you should create for your company, just let us know. All right. Schedule a consult, email us, whatever. We'll be happy to answer and see what we can do for you. Okay. All right, cool. Talk to you next time. Hope this helps. See you later.